Hey, Shonda, what's up, girl? I ain't seen you in like 25 years, girl. How you been? Okay, it ain't been 25 years, girl. I'm exaggerating. I'm exaggerating. Let me put this up here. I don't know how long this will like. It probably end up dying on me, so I'm gonna set it up here for a little bit. But I know I need to charge it. I used it earlier. Oh, I don't think that made it any better. Oh, yes, it is. It be feeling like it's working a little better. I was sitting there bored. I was like, I need to find something to do. I just feel like lately all I've been doing is feeding my face. For real. Anyway, what's the question about anyway. Yeah, so oh yeah, I knew that light was gonna go out. Ugh. I need to charge it. All right now. They're running loose. They're running loose. Let me put this up here. Anyway. I really wanted to go get me some Pinot Grigio, but I ain't even go get it. I don't feel like going to do it. So I guess I'll go without. This piece right here. Mm-mm. Oh my goodness. Girl. It be so ghetto outside. I'm glad you okay. That is crazy. Girl, let me read that again. I'm like, God damn. Sheesh. Child. It just be so ghetto outside. And that is so sad. You can't have nothing. You just can't have nothing. Girl, like, that's just crazy. That is crazy. Child, I know you was looking around like, what in the world? You know what? That remind me of like when I was a teenager. It was this young man that used to steal cars all the time. Like, and for real, if I'm not mistaken, I think he's doing like federal time right now because he was a career criminal after that. Like, I remember him being about that age, and that's what they did. So much so, that's all he did for yeah. Um, that's crazy. And the crazy thing is, one of my friends told me probably like 3 years ago. I was like, "Oh yeah, girl, he doing this now." I was like, "Oh, how mercy." That's crazy. Oh, how mercy. And then, oh yeah, and then that same young man, I really think he had something to do with my mom's car being stolen. And then my ex had like a little one of them scooters. Girl, he had went and rode the scooter away from the door, got it to where he got it at, and cranked that thing up and took off. That man found him and clotheslined him off the scooter. I'll never forget when he told me that story. And he said he ran after him. He caught him probably like a half a mile away from the house. And he he was in a field riding around in the joy ride, having a good time. And he said he seen him and he clotheslined his ass all good. That was so funny. Lord, that man gone. God rest his soul. He was funny as hell. But yeah, that girl, that is crazy. That is so crazy. I went into Dollar Tree today. That's why I was like, well, I just was trying to hurry up and get home. Some of these children are beyond out of control. It's just like it's funny because me and my daughter had these conversations, and you know, her talking about the generations, like the whatever the names they have them, the Gen Xers, and I think the Alphas or whatever they call. And she was just talking about how she was embarrassed to be a part of, I think, the Alphas. It's just so funny how she talk about it. It ain't. I mean, it's not funny because some of the stuff is really, really bad. Like, girl, remember that time I had to run them kids to stop knocking on my door. Girl, I had to like try to find like a softer approach because I was for real legit concerned. I'm like, y'all, girl, I had to talk to them again and tell them, please be careful knocking on people's doors. I'm like, girl, they ain't scared of nothing. Okay, they basically was telling me. So I was just trying to figure out what did they need this money for? That y'all willing to risk it all knocking on strangers' doors? Girl, they said they needed them some couple change so they can buy them some candy at the candy lady house. So they risking it all, knocking on strangers' doors, hoping to make $1 to take their trash out so they can get some candy. And I was like, look, I got my own kids. Basically letting them know I don't need nobody that's, to take my trash out. And one little boy walked up. He was like, well, can I have $1 anyway? I was like, no, you can't. Hey, I said, hell no. Cause like I was like, damn, you can't. You like I tried the softer approach and still had to tell the little boy, hell no. So I was like, all I could tell them, y'all be safe. I went on like my business. Y'all be safe. Y'all be careful out there. So all I could tell them for real. These pants are uneven. I'm gonna have to make them work. But the little boy gonna say, my mama broke. Oh yeah, I asked him. I said, did you ask your mama for $1? He said, my mama broke. I said, well, baby, I am too. Cause if I give you $1, I gotta get all y'all $1. They were so funny. They ain't knock no more though. I think they got the hint this time. But yeah, you right. And then you know what? It was a young man that told me, damn, I was like, probably about 2 or 3 years ago. He was like, basically, he told me, he said he already been pew pew before. Basically, he was telling me he ain't scared of nothing. Sure. That's all okay. But him and his little crew, that's what they did. Mhm. That's what they did. I don't be scared of nothing. That's why I said I don't know if they be zoned out on something. They don't be scared at all. Oh, and then one time when my mama car was stolen, the boy had left a message on the voicemail, and it was like somebody was whispering real low, but basically it had, that was back in the day when you had the little answer machines, you had to play back, and so we played it back a few times. Basically, the dude was whispering. He was like, "I got your mama car." I was like, "Who steals somebody's car?" I guess that's why they federal inmates now. I don't know. So you mean to tell me he was standing? Hold on. So the man was standing right beside it, and he tried. You know what? I'm gonna tell you something. When I was down in Georgia, it was nothing for people to like literally jump in another person's vehicle when they was at the gas station. Girl, they don't be scared of nothing. Hmm. That's like. So did they catch him? Yeah, they'll jump right out there. People be out there pumping gas. Now we have no shame with it. They was doing that a lot. Stacey did do it a whole lot. Or if you run, park in front of the store and run inside right quick, they'll jump right in your car. Dang. I know that's right. But you know the crazy thing is a lot of them do so much stuff. Like when you like I can speak from like my area, right? So when you go in and you look at the database, they I don't know what they be doing. The light gonna go out again. I'm just gonna cut it on though. They like manipulate the data and make it seem like crime has gone down. In actuality, it's not really as much being reported. Because when you look at the statistics, you see a whole bunch of juveniles getting in trouble for stuff. Now, I don't know what the consequences are, but a lot of times they just wait till they get older so they can go ahead and lock them up. So they let them get away with so much. They just let them. It's crazy. And then the, dang, I knew the light was gonna go out again. The girl, the people stealing so bad out the stores. It's just be like, it ain't funny though. So last week I went inside Food Lion, and the lady. Okay, so I'm walking in, and it was like I noticed like if you go in the daytime, they have like a whole bunch of shopping carts blocking all of the like the open spots between the registers. Anyone that people not on. And I'm like, why they got all these baskets up and through the store? Like they literally putting them and creating like all these random barricades. So I'm like, what's really, really going on? So I got to see it firsthand. So I'm walking in. I didn't even get too far into the store when a lady came running. Like she wasn't running, she was walking real, real fast, and she was trying to leave. And she had like a blue grocery bag. And so the dude, he looked like he was a manager or a supervisor or something. Was a white guy. He was like, you didn't come inside the store. No, you didn't come inside the store with that with stuff in a bag. You didn't have that bag at first. Man, she started talking trash and she still went by him and went out the door with that bag. Child, I hollered so bad. I was like, and then he called the lady a crackhead. I was like, girl, he was like, I'm tired of arguing with y'all crackheads every day. I was like, I just was like, I think that day I just wanted some coffee cream. It was just too much. It really was. But she walked clean out that door. What she baby? She must have had some food because whatever it is she got, she needed, and she went clean out that door. And she did not stop. She went right by like it was hers. Okay. She ain't say nothing about it. Trying to make these look like something. But they wow. It was so funny though. I was like, Lord, they came out here nice and early. Got them some groceries. But you know what? I got a relative and he told me it wasn't the same grocery store, but it's a grocery store close another one close by him. He was saying that, he had people somebody he know going to the store. And I was like, oh, okay. He was like, yeah, either they gonna walk out or what. I said, Lord have mercy. If people ain't playing. I seen where your homegirl Tiff got went to court today and got served in court in the hallway. I said, dang, that lady got so many daggone lawsuits. I love it. I love it. So that's the one we was talking about that time. Yes. We got a love connection in the building, period. He say y'all got to just yeah. Just can't fight this feeling anymore. Yes. Go ahead, girl. She said we done got disabled together. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. That is crazy. It's coincidence. I mean, it's coincidental, but things happen the way they happen. That's crazy, though. That's too big to go through here. indeed. Yeah. There's something to the top of this. Chloe. I'm gonna have to cut. Damn, I hate to cut these. I'm gonna have to cut them because they ain't even. I'll probably just like add me some fabric to the top and make me a I don't really have nothing to. I do got this other little jean that I can put with it. I want to use it, but I don't have to. Dear. Then I'm gonna have to make one top. Like this thing all up. I guess I'll compare it to this other pair so she won't respond. So I get about 4 inches near the top. If I do 4, I'll add some more space. It might come out better. So I got this. Now it's not the cutest or anything, but it's the closest to a jean that I have. So I'm gonna try to make this work. Cause I don't have that nose. Fold in half. That should be wide enough. Then the height, I would have to fold it like that to make it big enough waist. I see you trying to build my confidence. We're gonna have to get you one of them gloves. Not build up your confidence. It's just a pineapple cutter. That thing is sharp though. I ain't gonna lie. It is pretty sharp. You can do it. You just gotta make sure see like when I use mine, I'll try to um I'll try to have like a oven mitt and like hold aside, and then when I'm putting when I'm when I started, right? I try to make sure, because you know at the top when you cut the top off, sometimes it can be kind of narrow. So I'll just cut like that extra, a little bit extra space off so it can be wider. That way, you know what I'm saying? That's how I achieve like the first level of confidence when it came to them. First it was making sure I had some type of mitten, or you know what I'm saying, on the outside just in case, because sometimes when you twisting it, it can like occasionally go, be a little slanted, and then like, if you ain't really paying attention. But yeah, um, I know this. So, she's talking about you ain't. You bought that months ago. I just thought about that. That was like, that was in the winter. My porch stairs that are, yeah. I mean, that was a misstep. Yeah, we're gonna have to figure out how to get this pineapple thing going. And you know what? I just thought about it. I'm getting ready to buy me some more pineapples when I go to the store because I want to can me some. And I did want to check out the peaches and see what they looking like right now too. So that might be another thing that go on. Yeah, you have to practice that. But yeah, you know what I'm saying. Even if you got to double up, with a real thick one, and still have like your little pot holder holding beside it. You know what I'm saying? Is you twist it, or you can put it in a bowl. Girl, I don't know. We got to pray about it. We gotta yeah. And the thing is, I can't even say practice because you ain't even tried it. So I don't know. I don't know what to say. But that thing, it is sharp. Like for real, it is pretty sharp. I can't even lie about that part. Because, honey, if you mess around and run your hand across that, it's sharp. It's sharp. Dang. So you bought it just to get pre-cut. He's like, you know what? You ain't even gonna mess with it. She's like, oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. You gonna have to try it out, dude. You gonna have to try it out. Real. Okay, I ain't crazy about how this one, but I do want to put it that way. So when I put it under, it won't look as bad. So I hate that I have to do this because I don't have enough jean fabric. But make it work. You gonna watch me use it again? Yeah, okay. I'm gonna definitely have to do that because I am. I got pineapples and I got mandarins. I gotta go get. If I'm not mistaken, I should have my little lids and stuff to do with. But yeah, I mean it is. I don't know. Like for a long time, I just hacked the thing up with what I had at the house. Yeah, I just used what I had. I used me. You know what I'm saying? I use my regular little utensils at the house for a minute. Then I was like, okay, well, let me see if this go. I mean, I can't really say it's any. Well, yes, it is faster. It is faster in a sense, but if you factor in, because I'm greedy and I gotta go back in and cut and make sure I get the rest of my pineapple. So you know, it's still about the same time as cutting it with a knife. That's what it feel like. It's still about the same. But I got it because sometimes I will go and get like four at a time and can them, and I'm not cutting all of them up. So that's why I went ahead and got it for when I get a lot of them and cut them up. Girl, my hands be all juicy and sticky from messing with them pineapples. It'd be worth it because at least I have my little pineapples for a while. Like now, I don't even think I have any on the shelf. No, I don't. They all gone. All gone. Did you have you seen the Nene Leak show lately? Cause the girls is they've been getting into the little interviews that Lanithia been doing. We love pineapples over here. Yeah, I don't have not one. I don't think I have one left over. I think I just like sometimes I just take them on the way out the door And I'm pretty sure they're gone. I don't think I got any left at all. I really don't. I'm gonna have to leave this open for my elastic for when I put it up here. Oh, let me see. And these damn pants so stiff. You don't watch any what happened. Okay, so you know, well, no, you don't know. I don't know why I want to lead off that sentence with you know. But she has like her own little show now. So she, what I'm saying? Doing her little sit down talk show situation, right? So she bring like different people up there and she interviewed them. So like I think the first interview I watched was like 3 weeks ago. And it was with Tamar, and I thought it was like for real. I love the dynamic between the two of them because I mean, they just like funny. Like I think their friendship is hilarious because like you can see how like Nene, you can tell like how Nene is like a little bit how she's ugh, this damn braid hair got me itching. She is kind of like it seemed like she's not, how like, well, when she was on reality TV for, in the beginning years, she was real animated. She was real, you know, very opinionated. So, like, when it comes to the talk show, I don't know, like, who helps her with the show. I don't know who, like, writes the questions. I don't know who does, like, the research on the people to get them there, or they just get them there and they just, trying to get the views. I don't know. So, like I said, with her show, her and Tape, that was a really, really good show. It you could tell it was not really heavily scripted. It was authentic. It kind of rolled. And like I said, Nene don't like the only thing I can say is like when the people get to talking and if they go too far left, she really don't stop them. She just let them talk. So I think I like that part because it's like it ain't no cut. It's just like okay, so it was highly controversial this past show. Uh oh my gosh. I want to say it was like 2 or 3 days ago. And it was with T.S. Madison. And so I feel like one, I feel like I get the business aspect of it. I get it. Because for one, to mix it up with the guests, because all of the women, for the most part, I think her first interview was like Deshawn Snow, and like a lot of people don't even remember who she was, but she was one of the house, like she was in like the first season of Real Housewives of Atlanta, if I'm not believing. Um, so like I was like, dang, girl, I forgot about her. And then she did an interview with Cynthia Bailey. I need to go watch that one because that one did really really well. Like that one did well, but the one with her and Tamar, that one was trending. Like it was really really good because it was bits. I think people were. I think I like what she's doing because she's mixing it up. she's kind of letting the people talk, like, that are opinionated, and I really, really like it. However, this last show with T.S. Madison was very controversial, in my opinion, because um recently Kaya did a pride event and mentioned that for years she alleged that TS has been trying to stop her from being able to perform at pride events through, like, that's not the first time she said it. But so whatever happened, everything went well this year and she was able to perform or whatever the case may be. So it got to the point, I'm guessing Timothy then went and said something bad about her because, they go back and forth. I think it went below the belt so much so she got on the phone and called him and he put it online and she read him for filth again. I'm pretty sure it was on her platform, but she read him for filth and was like he needed the views anyway. But he talked about that woman grandkids, her grandchild or something, and I was like, sir, you doing too much. But anyway, so he went on like he went on Nene's show. And I get it. Nene is like, I guess you could, consider the homegirl, a good friend. So it probably did not feel like, it was nothing major to him. Or, of course, it's not like a syndicated television show. Because, I think TS had a show somewhere on some network that I haven't seen it because I don't keep up with none of that. But it was like he literally spent a large portion of that interview dragging a woman. And I just sat there like, and it was so crazy because at one point in time, because it was a point in time where I think Nene was trying to clear up accusations of him and his friends or whatever trying to be funny or say she was I guess looking like one of them dressed up. I'm just gonna put it like that. And in true T.S. Madison fashion, anytime I feel like when it's face to face and somebody asks about the situation, he act like it didn't happen. Oh no, that's not what we were trying to say. This is that and third. When it was clearly said in that manner, which I thought was very distasteful. And I do feel like she took the high road because I don't think she was like really trying to get into it with him or nothing like that. But it was just like a whole, and the only reason I seen it, it was because I was watching another blogger that was covering it and we was over there just laughing at her commentary because she had issues with him and then she's cool with me. So people were like, oh, you don't like what do you think about your homegirl having him on the show? And she was like, I think nothing. And I was like, I get it because from the business aspect, it's about getting to the business of them interviews. But when I tell you, the only reason I heard as much of the interview as I did was because I was watching another YouTuber will blogger do content about it. I wouldn't dare go watch that interview. I thought, in my opinion, because I like Nene and I like what she's doing, and I'm rooting for her because I really feel like her show could be the ish, but that was a terrible backslide. Like that was like going. It is like no matter how much you want to try to give somebody a chance, and I'm not saying that he don't have his own motion and he don't have his own platform. He does. He has everything good going on that he wants to do. But to let somebody come over on your show, I just think it went. I think it was like if you could see like the rage in his eyes, it was like a whole like it seemed like as soon as the first time he said that girl name, it was like he just snapped out and was like in my opinion, a whole manic episode. I ain't like I was like, what the it was crazy. I mean, I like her other interviews. That one, no, I'm good on that one. But if anybody cares, she does have a really good show. I think it's you know, I feel like she's calmed down quite a bit. So I don't know. Like, it was just, I was like, bruh, if you don't get off this lady couch, Broham, if you don't get off this lady couch, going in, like, it was too much. It was too far. It was just, it wasn't nothing feminine soft. It was very manly. It was very manly. It was too much. It like, so yeah, the girls still arguing. They still arguing about that. But I thought it like, I felt like it could have been a better episode. What I would have liked to see in that episode is because normally when people come in and they do interviews, they talk about their real life or some aspect of their life. Oh yeah, little Timmy is potty trained now, so girl, ooh, I ain't gotta buy this no pull up. So you go in and you have real good conversations. You talk about sometimes you talk about like if they're in the entertainment field, you talk about their career. You talk about like this dude literally sat there and just talked about that woman the whole time. I was like, oh yeah. While he could barely fit in her damn chairs, she had to go get a supersized chair. Cause the other chairs, I could have swore the last episode the chair wasn't that wide, it wasn't that big. Um, but he was just up there talking about that lady so bad. I said, how do you go and spend all that time and talk about that lady like that? It was just wild. But I would have liked to see him to go up there and talk about like what's coming, what's what a lot of people there in the interview like yeah you gonna see more of me doing this and doing that. What I'm saying? Like I feel like though Nene is not on reality TV no more, but when she was up there, realistically, she brought a good time to that franchise. I'm not gonna lie, she was something else. So I think it wasn't enough respect for the platform in itself. Cause I just didn't get it. I was like, that what? It, it was just too much. But you know what? I guess you don't have much to expect from a person that people have referred to as a thief for many years. So yeah. I got a little open here, so I just put over here. Leave it a little wide behind. But yeah, that's what happened. It was a hot mess. It was not a good it wasn't a good interview. It was not. And then again, you know what? It could have been done for ratings. It could have been done for the ratings aspect because I mean, realistically, that the two of them were at it just this week, so that could have been what it was for. Okay, I gotta add on. I'll put it right here. she is 32. Age. It's a 32. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut it at a 30. Yeah. Lord, I feel like I'm just fighting with this thing on. Alright, so I made it to the other side. Go ahead and overlap these two. this end. I figure out what's the back. Okay, that's the back. So I gotta put something in here for the back of it. I don't want to be that fancy. Just put a little, like a little tag in the back of it right quick. Make sure. That's it. That's all.